on film.
Dude, my kid has been like,
We don't care. We got to move on to the movie because we have a hard out.
Yeah, and we're also
you're
late.
We do
I'm
have a
sorry, I
hard
was
out.
late.
It's fine. It's cool. I don't care. Let's go.
We got to do Top Secret 1984, directed by
gotta
the
do
Zucker
Top
brothers
Secret.
and Jim Abraham. This movie, look, I was going to do Cure, but Cure is slow. And it was like, I knew Mike wouldn't be able to he wouldn't be able to get through Cure. It's too slow. It's
I
Japanese.
think that's like a
Cure?
movie for Ryan too.
Ryan likes Japanese movies.
I like Japanese.
And
I'm
it-
fucking Japanese, bro.
No, you don't understand it the way we do, though.
Oh, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Top
You
Secret.
gotta
This
have
is,
some distance from it.
this is a great movie. I grew up watching this movie when I was a little kid. Me and my brother, we used to watch it all the time. It was on Comedy Central all the time.
We know.
It's
Is this
fantastic.
a National Lampoons type deal or a? It also reminds me of like a Mel Brooks type thing, which is obviously not Mel Brooks, but is it National Lampoons?
No, it's Zucker.
No.
It's a Zaz, Z-A-Z, dude. So the Zaz guys, the Zucker
Mhm.
brothers, Abrahams, their first movie is the Kentucky Fried Movie,
Oh, okay.
which they didn't
okay.
direct. That's Sean Landis. And then
Yeah,
their
yeah.
second movie, Airplane, they directed. Huge hit. And so it's like, all right, you did Airplane. What's next? And they're like, we're going to do Top Secret. It's a parody of Cold War, World War II, just kind of like 60s movies, some 50s thrown in there. It's a very amorphous parody, but it's Val Kilmer as Nick Rivers, and he's basically Elvis, the Beach Boys, the Beatles. He's everyone. He's just a fucking awesome rock and pop singer, and he goes to East Germany to have a concert and gets caught up in the revolution.
Yeah, Val Kilmer is I didn't know he was a beautiful lady when he first started his career. This guy's
thought the
hot.
same
I
thing.
want to fuck
Like,
his
yeah.
face. Just
He
kidding.
looks good. Those baby blues and that young chiseled face.
No,
This is his
if I had to
first
fuck a
film.
guy's face, I would probably he's up there.
I'm. What about some of those cool German looking dudes?
That'd be cool. I'd fuck their faces too, I guess.
Peter Cushing with the big eye.
That was Peter
Yeah.
Cushing, huh? Okay, awesome. Yeah, I love
I don't
him.
want
I'm a
that eye-
face fucking, no
I don't
problem.
want that eye looking at me while I'm doing it. That'd be too weird, I think. I draw the line at the eye guy.
Backward sex. But yeah, this
Mm.
movie,
That's what you call doggy style.
this was a
Like, from behind.
classic. Well,
Backward sex.
that whole scene is backwards.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So
Yeah, this is my first time seeing this movie, by the way. So that scene got me. I was like, what? Wait, hold on a second. That was the chain of events.
it's a movie. A lot of the jokes in this movie are about movies. It's like how shots are set up, how things in the foreground look big, and then the telephone's big. Swedish people sound like they're speaking backwards. They do a whole scene shot backwards.
There's a lot of like cinematic jokes in this movie, which I appreciated, like inventive cinema, but serving a joke.
A
I
guy's
thought it was all
legs.
it's extremely lowbrow humor. I didn't catch all the cinematic parts about it, I guess. I didn't catch
The
that.
guy
just
leaning
like-
back with his legs in the foreground, and then he stands up, and you see their fake legs.
Yeah. The boots.
Yeah, these are him like the when they rescue the guy or like the scientist at the end, he's like, I was just about to tunnel out, and he sticks his head out, and it's like the New Jersey Turnpike. This is like using cinema to make a joke. Kind of like because I've been watching a lot of Buster Keaton stuff, and a lot of it is like that. It's like inventive. Even like the eye guy that we were talking about, like that's an inventive joke that is using like a thing that
It's using
expect from like a
cuts.
movie.
Things
Not
like you don't
everything
know
is a
what's on
cut,
the
but, like,
other
the backward
side.
scene.
So there's another scene where Val Kilmer gets arrested and he's in a jail cell, and then he goes into one vent and he comes out the other vent, and then he goes into like another vent, and then you see
Yeah.
two vents on the ceiling, and so you think, well, he's going to come out the vent on the ceiling or the one on the floor, but instead he comes out the medicine cabinet and then he comes out the toilet.
That's
So-
some Looney
It's
Tune
cartoon-
shit.
cartoon
yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
yeah.
that's like
Yes, it's Looney Tunes, Buster Keaton, it's all that, but also like, there's some really smart, sophisticated jokes, like when his agent says he's unable to get his wife to reach orgasm. And so Val Kilmer hands out the anal intruder a jackhammer with a dildo on the end, thus killing him. I mean,
That's
see,
a cinematic joke.
that's
Okay,
not a
okay.
cinematic joke. That's just like sophisticated, witty humor you're not going to get as a kid.
What about when the guy who's like they're saying is like, oh, this guy's secretly gay, and then he starts getting his dick sucked by a cow, like baby cow, and then he gets his ass fucked by a bull.
Yeah, Nigel.
yes.
Nigel, perfect
The
name
Eng-
for this
the
character,
Englishman.
by the way. And then
I was-
he's the bad guy. Like, he's the victim.
I was getting Nigel
was
was
he?
reminding me of Longshanks' son in Braveheart, but it's not the same actor. But he has a similar,
Fancy lad.
I guess it's like upper class gay guy. who's
Another,
English.
English,
another,
blonde hair, blue eye.
Mhm.
another like cinematic gag or whatever is like the scene where like the priest is giving the last rites to like an executioner, and then it pans and you see a priest. It's like simple stuff, but it's like
You think you're going to kill Val Kilmer? They have a
Right,
setup.
right, right.
it has like a idea behind, like a cinematic idea behind it.
And what's
They
the
execute all-
punchline?
That is the
This-
priest is the
yeah.
guy getting executed.
Yeah, he
But
gets killed.
Not, I think this movie is okay. Like, not everything is super funny, but I will say, like, I feel like the timing on everything has really good timing in this movie. Whether or not the jokes are like super good or whatever.
So like there's a deleted scene on YouTube you can watch where they're making out by the fireplace and then they roll over and then you see the second fireplace. You see like alternate versions they shot where one is they roll over, there's a fireplace. He rolls over, there's a second fireplace. Then the camera pans up and then on top of the second fireplace is a smaller fireplace. Like they would have built different sets just for different versions
cool.
of the jokes. And so I'm sure they had to do a lot of experimentation. But the thing I really like about these early parody movies before they devolved into scary movie where it just became like, oh, we're making fun of this movie. We're making fun of this specific movie. Like the thing I like about this generic era of these parody movies is they have like I said, it's not specific to any movie. And then the production design and the music, the person who did the music for Lawrence of Arabia. It's like, it sounds like a real score from
yeah.
the 50s. It sounds like he
That's a
did
good
the
point,
score for
yeah.
Dr. Zhivago. He did the set was like, I forget. It's like some guy who worked on like Spielberg movies or something. Like all the details feel right. And then they just do the one weird thing is the joke, but all the people in the background, all the actors,
Yeah, there's like a scene where
the
like I think
music, everything.
there's a bunch of like German people singing a German song, and then they like subtitle it funny. I was wondering if that is just a real German song, because it seems like it's like a huge thing of extras and they're all singing happily.
That song they are singing, not the lyrics, like they changed the lyrics, but
Yeah.
the sound of that song was the song of their high school like
Oh.
anthem.
Who's
So they
high school?
took-
The directors?
The director. So they did a
Oh.
joke for like a few hundred people that like no
Yeah,
one would
that's-
get.
How the hell would you know that?
But they're sketch
cool.
guys.
Are the well, I mean, we could just burn through all the stuff we liked a lot, but like the old West Saloon fight at the end underwater is like great and like cool and fun and like hard to execute and fun to pull off and stuff. There's a lot of these like gags. Well, why the sexism, Why the homophobia?
It's not
What's
woke.
up
It's
with these
before all
guys?
that.
Funny,
It's way,
because
way
it's funny
before
and
that.
cool. My
But
favorite
what's
is
up
the
with these guys?
chocolate mousse.
Not everybody was making these jokes.
chocolate mousse.
That was funny.
Yeah, that's an awesome name.
He's like a Mr. T, French Mr. T, dude. One of my favorite jokes they did that's racial is in the Kentucky Fried Movie. Did you ever see that, Adam?
No, I haven't seen it. This is my first time seeing this movie too.
So the
Yeah,
Kentucky
and he's
Fried
asking about a
Movies
different movie.
is a sketch film.
Yeah.
And it's based on sketches they did at their theater, the Kentucky Fried Theater. So this is one of their
Oh,
sketches.
that's when it comes from.
There's a guy who's like Evil Knievel. He's like a nerd. You know, he's like, I'm a stunt man and I'm going to perform the world's most dangerous stunt. Okay. So there's these, he
Yeah, I
walks,
remember that one.
he's in downtown LA and he walks across railroad tracks and there's like 4 black dudes playing dice and he just stands in the middle of them and then just screams into the air the N word as loud as possible. And he really says it. And then he just runs and then they like chase him. So it was the time, you know, you could make jokes that
Totally,
were
totally,
politically
totally.
incorrect. You could say the
What-
N word as a white person. You could be
what I missed is-
racist, be sexist. You could, you know, because this
Good
is
old
about
days, right, guys?
shitting on communism and Nazis, you know, and they're fucking.
And lady sports.
Yeah,
A lot
they
of
had the
jokes
East
about
German
ladies.
team and
Sorry, I didn't
Sports in
hear
this
you.
movie.
yeah. Who you bet on when you watch a ladies
ladies
tennis
sports.
match? And the
A
other
lot of
one
good
was,
jokes about lady sports. I feel like my conservative uncle really likes this movie. Probably has a lot
These
of
dudes are
jokes for
conservative.
like old guy conservatives.
These dudes are conservative. They ended up, they're one of their last movies. I don't know if all of them are, but one of them made a movie about a fake Michael Moore, played by Chris Farley's brother. And like he visits like the ghost of American past or some shit. And like Kelsey Grammer plays like Ben Franklin. It's just like some
Damn.
horrible political, shitty,
If
like
Chris-
2000 George Bush era,
I
2008
bet you
kind
if
of
Chris
movie.
was still alive, he would have gotten that role. Makes you wonder, or wish for what could have been. It's like that he would have been Shrek, and then also all of the things that Kevin Farley played.
Yeah.
Chris Farley would have. Sad.
Like he could have been in that MTV reality boy band thing.
yeah.
And then his other brother is like the head of Ford. Chris Farley could have been the CEO of the Ford Motor Company.
That's another role he could have. He lost out on because he died. It's very sad.
It's too bad he
Oh,
loves
that.
speedball. He loves speedballs though, you know. So
Yeah,
how did Rodney Dangerfield do it for so long? You know, and Chris
Speedballs?
Farley.
he
when
smoked. Rodney Dangerfield just smoked weed.
Oh, I thought he did Speedballs too. My mistake.
No, he used to
Dude.
smoke weed and wear a robe, and his balls would hang out. So everybody would talk about his balls.
what do you mean
Okay,
his
that's-
balls would hang
that's
out?
pretty
What about his penis?
Must have been
No, he had really
it's very
long
short.
balls.
So you could see it, his balls would hang out, but not his penis. It would
Yes,
like because I see he would wear like a short robe.
like
That's
a
a
silk
good look.
robe.
It's ornamental since it serves no purpose. You know, short shaft, long balls. That's a good look.
It's clean. I like it. Yes, it's
he-
quite virile actually. You could make an argument that it's more virile.
That's a in Dance Flick, which I don't know if these guys were involved with, but there's a great, isn't there a great like Miss Camel Twat or Miss Camel Two? Amy Sedaris said, does she have balls or something? I feel like there's a ball.
Oh, like really?
Maybe in
heavy
Scary Movie
Campbellton.
2, there's the doorbell knocker. I mean, these parody movies, man, growing up, it was like Airplane, Top Secret. Then they do Naked Gun. It was like parody movies are fucking awesome. And then very quickly they became terrible. Just so fast they became bad. It was like,
With
The
who?
second
Who made-
the
who-
second
who
airplane
started
wasn't
it?
good.
well, you know, Robin Hood,
Hot,
Bell
what,
Brooks
hot,
did
Hot
them.
Shots. What
They
about
did Hot
Shots?
Zaz
Part
guys
two.
were involved in Hot Shots. Those were funny, but it was like Prince of
Part 2
Thieves
was awesome, man.
or Robin Hood Men in Tights was pretty funny. And then
Yes.
Dracula Dead and Loving It was just the end. It was just over. It was just, this sucks. Fucking
I remember
wrongfully
Dracula. Dead, I love
accused.
it. It's got some funny parts.
2001, a space travesty. Dracula Dead and Loving It has one funny joke. It's when Peter McNichol picks up the ashes of Dracula and makes a smiley face.
Wow, the parody genre was over in '95. I felt like it was longer than that.
I mean, they
I guess-
kept making them. Scary
Oh, I see what you're
Movie.
saying. Yeah, that was the last good one.
Enter Sean Wayans.
Don't
Who
Be a
changed the
Menace.
game forever.
Don't Be a Menace.
Oh, that was great.
Sean is really the
That's a great movie.
driving creative force behind all
SW1.
this SW1 baby. They put him in the DJ booth because he was too powerful.
You just need a job, dude. Wayne's brother.
Yeah,
The
you
Wayne's
just need a
brothers stick
job.
together.
I know, what the hell?
No dad, right? Just baby mama. They just had a single mother, right?
I mean, I guess we're assuming that, which is I don't know if that's good, but
What?
okay, sure, yeah, they had
Yeah,
no
what do you
mother.
what do you mean? What do you
Am I
is this
wrong?
something they
I don't know.
why are you
I
asking
don't
us?
know. Yeah, I
You're
don't know
asking
about
us to
it.
make a racist assumption,
Yeah,
to back you up on your racist assumption.
It seems like something that would be true. Maybe I heard it. Maybe I made it up. I get a lot of facts wrong.
I think you dreamed it.
Yeah.
Look it up quick. He's
What?
he's
Is there
jacking
some
into
reason
the
why
mainframe.
One
they
thing
would have
I-
no mother?
He's jacking into the Matrix to find out if Wayne's brothers had a dad.
They were married. They were Jehovah's Witnesses. Holy
See?
shit. New York City.
You're a bastard.
I think
A
that's
racial bastard.
Being a Jehovah's Witness, though, that's fucking terrible.
Yeah,
That's weird as
gotta be.
hell. Wait, a black
That's how Prince
Jehovah's
died.
Witness?
There's a lot of black Jehovah's Witnesses.
I
Donald
guess I don't know
Glover,
what a
recruit-
Jehovah's Witness
heavily-
is.
Donald
recruit.
Glover, Jerry Minor, both had.
They're
They're
like the
black.
Both have what?
Mormons. They do a lot of outreach.
They're
They
black.
do a lot of whatever that's called. Where
Don't
you go out and
forget-
convert people.
The greatest musical
Oh, that's
artist
how
of
they
all
get you.
time. The man who blew away the Super Bowl halftime show when he was alive.
Usher, baby? Oh,
I'm
dude,
talking about
Usher
Prince.
killed it tonight.
I'm talking about Prince.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about
yeah, yeah.
Usher.
It's a shame.
Hey, while you were in Hot Topic, all the cool people were watching a little show called the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
She
they
was watching
played.
it too.
They played the
Oh, he told me
halftime
he was
show
at
on all
Hot
the
Topic.
TVs
Yeah.
in the
can't escape
mall,
it.
and Usher is
Dude, for real.
one of the worst musical artists of the last 30 years. I mean,
Yeah, I
he
didn't
is.
get that either.
He has to
Hey,
be
you
one of
can't
the.
have this. You can't have the strong an opinion about music.
Usher hasn't been
Usher
is-
relevant for like 10, 15
Usher,
years. Right?
name
I mean, what's
one
the last
good Usher song. He
Yeah.
is garbage. I mean, Usher is just pure garbage music. This is not. He's
You're
never
saying
been a
you could
cool.
be a better than Usher. You could do it better.
I'm not
No,
saying I
no,
could do
no,
it better.
no.
I'm
Of
just
course
saying,
not.
like, people were saying like Lil Jon is better. People were saying.
You sound like Trump, right?
I mean, R.
People
Kelly.
were saying
Yeah,
R. Kelly,
Kelly's
take him
saying
out of
that really-
jail.
Lil Jon was better.
Could we have R. Kelly out of jail? I mean,
oh,
but-
that'd have been. Oh man, because it was kind of a mystery who was going to appear. If it was R. Kelly,
it's not a
that'd be
mystery.
amazing. He gets like, or it was a mystery to like the viewers, but he gets like lowered down from the.
Usher.
He parachutes in from during the halftime show. R. Kelly does.
That would have been awesome.
Just like
People
a
would
cell
have
phone
lost their
video
shit.
in a blurry jail cell. That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
On a big
No,
screen.
he got out.
But like that song,
Um,
ready to go. That is garbage music. That is just pure 8th grade dance, just pure shit. That's like horrible music.
Is
It's
that
not
that one
good.
that?
Yeah, don't they make fun of it in Scary
Ba-
Movie? It's
That's one of the worst songs of the past. Yeah, I actually agree with.
I mean, he's a
I didn't
garbage.
get.
And his
me
face, he
s-
looks like a Monchichi. I don't like this weird like
A what?
What's a
Monchichi.
Monchichi?
You know the little Japanese monkeys where they suck their thumbs.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Um,
what he has like.
All right. All right. All right.
So first you said the Wayans brothers didn't have a dad.
Yeah, I
and
was
then
just
you
that's
said,
what I'm kind of getting at.
on the fucking night that he performed in the Super Bowl, his dreams finally came true.
It's also
And then you
Black
say he
History
looks
Month.
like a fucking small. What'd you say?
Dreams. His dreams, Monchichi. It's like if you're
Usher had it. This was his dream.
what's his brother's
And it's
name?
a beautiful
Valet.
dream.
I mean, Usher. This is a terrible job. This is what you
Nice.
aspire
That was a good
to.
one.
This guy's a loser. I want R.
Usher's
Kelly.
such a loser.
R. Kelly ran a
that you-
sex cult. That's cool. Like, look, Trump's gonna win.
Let
New
him up.
metal is back. It's the new thing is we're turning into Mad Max. That's the future. If you're not humongous, if you're not the guy with the hot chicks and the giant, temple cave, you're not a cool dude. That's the future of America. You have to be your own libertarian god king.
Maybe Trump will pardon R. Kelly. That would be awesome.
I think he has state
Oh, that'd be
charges.
sick as hell. That would be insane.
Does he have federal charges? He,
I think so.
Doesn't feel like it's out of the question.
he had like
It's a possibility that it could happen.
he was taking women out of different countries from Africa into the United States. He was doing like international human trafficking.
That seems like a
And
bad
fucking
move
kids.
in retrospect.
Remember, he was fucking Aaliyah when she was 16. He tried to marry her.
They were married, right?
I believe
Yeah, they did
so.
get-
And that makes sense because if you're married, then a
16.
court can't compel you to testify against your spouse. So
Well,
wouldn't be in trouble for child
underage
rape.
marriage is legal in like half the country.
yeah, totally. Yeah,
But
Yeah,
any-
16 is
consent.
like the age of consent and somewhere.
14.
Is that still true?
It's like
Alabama.
14. You can get
I
married
thought-
to a 14-year-old in a bunch of states.
No, but he's saying age of consent. I think it's 18.
But if you're
across the
married,
country
that
now,
that
right?
even changes
Yes,
it. There
yes,
is no
of course.
federal age of consent.
Jeez, that's not good.
Still have one freedom, right, guys?
Remember in New York, Jerry Seinfeld was able to have sex with a 17-year-old girl, but he wasn't able to film it, which is ironic.
He tried to film it.
Well, no, because I think there are
Oh, I see. What you're saying. It's
federal,
just, yeah.
there are federal child pornography charges
Mhm.
that
Damn, that is
18
so fucked up.
Well, I
Hope he's
guess then
doing
if
okay.
there's
Mad
got to be a
Max,
federal
baby.
rule what age there has to be a federal rule of what age is of consent, or else how do they decide what age you
No,
can
there's not.
film or not? How do they determine that 17
No,
is
no,
too
no, no.
young
They're
to
different
film?
laws. You can't film under 18. You can't film her
Film.
naked, even with
What do you-
consent.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, this is different. This is not fucking. This is just filming them naked.
Look.
Okay.
I feel like
I'm
we're
a-
taking away from Usher's big night. Now that
We've
we're
gone
talking
way
about
off
this.
the wheels here.
We're
Let me
supposed to
go
be
back to the-
talking about this is a celebration of Usher.
I've got 2 pages about the guns in this.
Yeah, let's
movie
talk
we
about the
just
guns.
watched.
Skeet
I don't know
Oh, yeah,
surfing.
the
what-
movie.
Here's my question: Skeet surfing. Can you have a shotgun in salt water
Yeah,
swimming,
yep.
and then you get out? Can you shoot? Will it fire?
That is the only problem I can see. I mean, everything else technically is fine. On the surfboard standing, shooting a gun, that's no problem. But I was thinking if a gun is completely submerged in water, I don't think it would shoot after that.
Because the bullets will get wet.
Yeah, it won't be able to make basically fire to set off the explosion to shoot the bullets out. So I'm not too sure about that.
So if you ever want to disarm someone who's like about to shoot you, you put their gun in water.
Throw it in water. Yes.
Got it.
Can you piss on it?
But then I feel like in movies you see guns shot
That's a good
underwater.
question.
So I don't know. Can you piss on
Dude,
it?
I hope you're fucking right, man. I'm gonna be grabbing this guy's gun and putting it in a bucket of water. So I hope you're. I'm gonna look like an idiot.
This
if
is a
you're
life
wrong.
and death situation. You'd
Yeah.
Be dead man.
Yeah, William had a good question though. What was your question, William?
Can you shoot a gun underwater?
No,
I
can you
feel like I've
piss-
seen that in
because piss. Can you
movies.
piss on the gun?
Can I piss down the barrel hole?
I feel like
You
that
got
would
good
be
enough
fine.
aim, boy.
Because the bullet is completely encased and airtight. So I don't know that
Mm.
water would get in there. You know, the
The penis is kind of
primer-
like a
the
bullet
primer's
or a gun.
inside.
I mean,
Yeah.
So you're saying that
Has a
spark,
chamber.
that initial.
Is enclosed
pee.
inside the bullet. The primer that needs to spark and then set off the gunpowder is all inside the bullet.
One way to
So-
find out. Skeet
Yeah.
surfing. Let's do it. That scene is
Yeah.
shot in England. That's not even in Malibu or anything. That's a
Why would they do it
Why?
in England? Yeah.
the whole
what's
movie
point?
shot in England.
hate that.
Oh.
I hate that.
Interesting.
It's
So
like
all
lying.
these German chicks are English. So you're like,
That's a form of
disgusting.
lying.
I only really remember the one chick. I don't remember a lot of other. Oh, I guess all the chicks on the beach in that scene.
Hillary?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got you.
what about when he's singing his song?
Clinton?
How
Yeah.
Hillary,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
stadium. In the stadium, there's a
Oh
bunch
yeah,
of girls.
and they're
yeah.
all going crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, I seen that footage of like I know that's like from 50s stuff of like girls going crazy at Elvis and everything, but
Yes.
it's like I want to go that crazy for something once in my life. I want to go I want to feel like the way girl feels when they see like a Jonas brother. Like a 12-year-old girl or a 15-year-old girl. When they see a Jonas brother and they fucking become a woman in like 10 seconds, I want that to happen to me.
Well, who's like some really famous star or famous person that you like?
R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan. If I saw Jackie Chan, I'd be or having like a
What if Usher pulled off his face during the Super Bowl and it was Jackie
Jen-
Chan and he did
oh
a
my
stunt?
God, that'd be amazing.
He did a stunt show.
That would be
Holy
something.
shit. You got me smiling now, man. Just thinking about my guy,
Jackie?
Jackie.
Dude's a
I'm on a
loser.
first name basis with this, so I just call him
Wait.
Jackie.
Damn, for real, that's awesome. Hold
Yeah,
on,
thank
William.
you.
Now, first Usher was a loser, and now Jackie Chan is a loser.
How can you not like
William?
Jackie Chan? He's like the most likable.
Guy who was at Hot
Person,
Topic during
yeah.
the Super Bowl.
Communist sellout, betrayed his children, cheated on his wife. Fucked, you know.
That's Jackie Chan?
Yeah.
Well, none of those things are that big a deal.
His singing is nowhere near as good as R. Kelly's either. I mean,
Of
his
course not.
music
He's
is
a
not.
ninja. He's a karate man. He's not a
But he
singer.
does also have a good singing voice. He does have a good singing voice.
He's no Val Kilmer.
Kung Fu.
He's a recording artist. He's a top-selling recording artist in communist China.
This is Val Kilmer's first role ever.
Are you serious?
That's
Did not
fun.
know that. Did he
Yeah.
sing any of the songs?
He sings all the
R.I.P..
songs.
Oh,
And
he is
does-
actually singing. Oh wow.
and
that's
he's
cool.
dancing.
Well, yeah, of course he's dancing. You can't really fake that.
His second
And he's-
movie is Real
and those
Genius.
big, beautiful lips are his. Those are real.
His second movie is Real Genius, and his third movie is Top Gun. He's Iceman.
Wow. What a career.
What a run.
What a rocket career. Just
Man. I bet right now he's doing pretty good.
Oh yeah.
yeah. He looks great.
I can imagine.
Big smoker, right?
Yeah, he's got a hole in his throat, right? Doesn't he have a
He had
Oh,
throat
those-
cancer.
yeah.
Oh,
He's
dear.
got one of those buzzer things where you got to talk with him.
Damn. They
I
got
thought you were
him. They
joking.
got
He
him
looks terrible.
Dude, I guess
mean,
I'd fuck his hole. I
he's in
guess I'd
terrible
fuck his throat hole instead of his face. And now.
Yeah, Top Secret too. Let's see that.
Does his throat
Yeah.
hole look like a hot lady's throat hole too?
Not a hot ladies, but I mean it's similar. Yes, it is. It is vaginal looking, I guess you could say.
Well,
Cool.
it'd be a good cinematic joke if you were gonna fuck a chick, and then she lifts up her skirt, and instead of having a vagina, it's just Val Kilmer's throat hole. That'd be
Yeah.
a funny shot.
But it still looks good.
And that, like, you wouldn't need to make the whole movie around that. That could work in any cool parody movie.
Yes,
know.
yes, exactly. That's a good
yeah.
general joke that anybody can use if they want to.
Meet the Spartans too.
Ooh, yeah. I need some questions answered for Meet the Spartans 1. I gotta see this sequel.
But that singing scene, I got to say, how silly can you get? That's my favorite song in the movie. It feels
That's
like
how
a
you live
parody.
your life.
It feels like a parody of a Beatles song, but it's not, right? It's not how crazy can you get? It's just they came up with this amazing song. How silly can you get? And it drives the chicks wild.
Yeah, what's the deal? Why? Why
It's
is it called
fucking
How Silly
Nick-
Can You Get?
Nick Rivers,
that wasn't
dude.
supposed to be a Beatles, or not Beatles, but the Beach Boys song.
What Beach Boys?
No, yeah, no,
But
it's
that's-
not. It's not.
Skeet
like
surfing
it's not
obviously
like
is a Beach
surf
Boys.
song. Yeah.
But that scene is not very funny. Or that scene's not like funny.
What are you talking about?
It's not. It doesn't have like a lot of. It doesn't have gags or whatever. It's just like
He's gonna commit suicide? Oh, that's the next one. No, how silly can you get? The joke is the girls are going crazy for how dumb his song is. And then he does his like love me
okay.
tender kind of I'm gonna kill myself. And then all the girls are like sad. That shit's hilarious. He puts the deuce on. I think how silly can you get? His joke is that he pulls his underwear from his pants and throws it in the crowd.
oh yeah, those jokes.
Women's love that.
Yeah, I mean,
Women's. Women's. I love women's, dude.
this
I
movie.
love women's.
Women's love.
Oh
that.
my god, women's love it when you throw your undies, throw your drawers on those
This
ladies.
guy knows what he's talking about. Be like a ladies' man who calls women women's.
yeah.
What about a strip
Yeah.
club and it's just dudes? and all the chicks are going
That's
crazy.
an awesome idea, dude.
Go on.
But they're just like, dude, like dad bod dudes.
Oh, that's a lot of fun. Hey, you were
Trucker
just at a
hats.
strip.
I guess
Oh,
that
you
would
were at-
work.
I was gonna say you were at a strip club, but you were not at a strip club. You were at
I
like
was at a strip club.
you were at
When? Oh, for that
you were
movie.
at like one of those like pole dancing, like women empowerment.
Were you at a strip club or a topless
Clubs.
bar? There's a big difference.
Well, Michael,
Did-
the
did you see
beautiful
their
county of
nipples?
in the beautiful county of Los
Oh,
Angeles,
oh yes, yes.
there are no topless strip clubs.
It's just full nudity, but no alcohol.
Zero nudity.
Well,
Full
So it's not.
full bar.
There's no nudity. There's no strip clubs at all in Los Angeles.
Welcome to beautiful Los Angeles, California.
There's places that call themselves strip clubs to trick imbeciles.
Well, they're live girls. They're not strip
So
clubs.
they were like
Yeah.
bikini bottoms and pasties on the nipple.
Basically they wear like thongs and then they bend
Uh-huh.
over and you can like you just see as much as you can in that except for that thong.
So here's
Okay, okay.
So it's-
here's okay. So that's
and
why
you
you
said
like,
they're full bar.
You did.
Okay, that's cool.
so as long as you are like really straining to
Give your your opera glasses.
yeah, yes, of course.
I didn't see any women with mounds like the guys in this movie in that opera or the ballet. That scene is hilarious. The big dicks.
Oh yeah, cod piece. No, those are cod pieces. I think there's because a cod
they-
piece is just a fashion.
I think it's making
Item.
fun
It's
of a
not like a
cod piece.
penis
I think
filled.
that was their actual penis. I think it's
They said
supposed
they
to be
used
their
to do
actual
that.
penis.
They used to do that live on stage, they said in the commentary.
What? Oh,
What-
they would do cod piece jokes. It's
Dance
a little
around. Frolic.
I don't know. They're better. They're better than that. Why do they have to make these jokes about
Be funny?
bodybuilding ladies?
If they're in East Germany, which they're supposed to be, right?
Oh,
What
yeah.
is the French resistance doing in East Germany?
Oh
Well,
boy.
Isn't the French resistance in France?
In
Mike.
I'm missing something.
1984, Mike, they're keeping it going.
They're keeping the World War II going. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. So
When I was a child,
hey,
these questions would
good to
just
question that.
confuse me so much. And I would always watch this on TV and I would see like half an hour here, 20 minutes there. And I very rarely saw the whole movie from beginning to end, but it's very funny as an adult to watch it now and go like, oh wow, they really do not give a shit about any continuity. They're just doing war movie parodies.
Why
you
were
know,
there
and
Nazis
even-
in East Germany? I mean, East Germany was like a total Soviet state. There were no
Of course.
Nazis or I mean,
No,
those guys
and
are
I-
obviously supposed to be Nazis, right?
And then also the Omar Sharif, of course, one of our great actors of, Lawrence of Arabia, Dr. Zhivago. He gets crushed in a
There's a-
car
A
compactor.
lot of that team.
That's like a Goldfinger scene where the car in Goldfinger gets crushed and the guy gets
Yeah.
killed.
Yes.
Like that's not
But in
in
Goldfinger,
any
they
World War-
kill him before he gets crushed, but whatever.
Yeah, but it's hilarious when he comes out and he's in the little compact.
Yeah, totally.
And he gets a boner with the antenna.
When I saw that, I was like, why he's still alive? I don't understand.
Well, I don't think he would be able to
I was
survive that,
confused.
but for the,
It's
for
like
the
this is a
sake of-
confusing movie.
There's
Oh god.
And then you're like, where are the
Suspensions.
jokes? I'm
suspension of
confused
belief.
and there are no
Yeah.
jokes.
It's just a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense.
Cod pieces, big deal. It's the ballet. Of course, they
Hey,
have cod
speaking of that
pieces.
cod piece, I feel like I saw that and I was thinking like, because that used to be like a fashion thing during like before the French Revolution. People in like Versailles were so out of control that they
Yeah,
walking
some
around with
some
fake
hundreds of
dicks.
years ago, some amount of time ago. Okay,
I
yeah.
kind of understand how that could become a fashion thing for fancy guys, where they because
Yeah,
it kind of
yeah.
like the way like like those
Symbol of
Beta butt
fertility.
jeans.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, but like even like just aesthetically, like that angle, adding that angle to your pants as a guy just works as an outfit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't see why not.
Okay. I do.
You have a jock
I don't-
strap as a kid?
I'm wearing
Soft
one right
cup.
now.
And you
Yeah, I
take it
never-
out and you put it over your
You're a
face. And
soft cup man.
you look like Bane.
Are you talking about when like bullies did that to you, and then you just kind
No,
of
you
were
do it
like, hey, wait,
yourself.
I'm doing it.
No, when
Yeah,
you're playing
no,
but what did you play,
Do it
Wayne,
like
that
that.
you needed a cup for? Baseball? Did you play baseball?
I played
I thought
baseball,
You were a soccer kid. No. Okay.
baseball and soccer.
Okay.
dude, I hated
My
cups. They're
bad.
so uncomfortable.
Well, you don't put it in your butt. Okay, Adam. That's the first mistake. You don't
Uh,
just jam it
fuck.
hard in your ass and walk around with a
That's
big,
what I was doing wrong. Now I know.
like a baby with a turd in the diaper. Just like, what's going on? I'm uncomfortable.
How am I supposed to run in this thing?
The French people in this movie are great. They're all English actors, and they're just making fun of the French. I thought he was called Sacre Bleu, but it's Deja Vu. He's hilarious.
That's why he makes that joke. He says, "Don't I know you from somewhere?"
Yes.
Oh no, he
yes.
just had deja vu.
And then she said,
Ducroix.
"I'll never forget you." or whatever.
Yes.
At the
Yes. On the nose.
Ducroix.
Duclaw, like the dog, a dog's Duclaw.
Ducroix. That's one guy.
Ducroix.
Latrine is a funny name for a French man.
Yeah,
That was the
it's all
same
different.
name,
There's-
That was the name of the witch in Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I liked Robin Hood Men in Tights. Why are you so
That's a
hating on this
hilarious movie. I don't know. Yeah.
Blinken.
White men can't jump.
Dave Chappelle's in it.
I don't think I like Harry Elwes. You know, that guy's kind of a douche.
You don't like? Yeah, this guy doesn't like Princess Bride.
I like
One
Princess
of the
Bride,
most
but
liked
don't you?
movies.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Hey,
movie. I
what are
don't
you,
think I
a
have.
31-year-old woman?
Yeah.
Shut up.
This is one of the
It-
most popular movies. I saw a tweet and somebody was like,
Here's a
I-
story about Princess Buttercup. Oh man, I hate stories.
"That's a good Peter Fall." Well, I liked this movie a lot since I was a kid, but that's I saw somebody being like, I used to run a research thing and I had asked people what their favorite movie was, and it was like Shawshank Redemption, Princess Bride. I don't remember the others, but that Princess Bride was one of them.
Yeah, those movies suck.
Shawshank Redemption sucks.
So,
thought that was
so
decent.
Usher sucks.
Short Eyes. You want to see a good
Jackie
prison
Chan.
movie? Check out Short Eyes, okay? It's great.
William, shut up. Shut up,
know what I mean?
bitch.
Excuse me.
Fuck
Excuse
up.
me.
Bad Boys with Sean Penn. Much better.
Shut the fuck up.
You love Shawshank because you fantasize about getting raped in prison. And then being
They
all
don't
like,
they don't rape him, they fuck his face. Oh, wait,
being all
they do
above it
like that.
afterwards.
No, I don't want my face to get fucked. I want to fuck if they look like beautiful ladies. I want to fuck their face.
The pitcher's not gay. The catcher is gay always.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump. That's another lame-o movie.
Yeah, that was pretty lame. I liked that as a kid, but now I recognize that it is lame.
No, I think you're being bullied to
These
not
aren't
like
cool
him,
movies like Bad Lieutenant or
yeah, they're not cool. So you feel like you never take the stance of like you always think you take like a bold stance, but you never take the bold stance of saying a movie that people think is
I
cool.
never take the
is
bold
not.
stance of being
William's
a
tweaking
loser.
his own nipples.
Mocking
William's
you.
tweaking his nipples right now.
Mocking you. I'm mocking
Why?
you.
Why are you mocking me? Fuck.
I don't want to listen to
Damn.
your garbage.
I'm just saying. You'll never be like Messiah, that movie that people don't think is cool.
Adam would be
cool.
like, "Shut up, guys! Land
Kind of-
Before Time 2 is good.
It's kind of cowardly.
Okay, don't make fun of it.
It's
That's
just the
so
mark of a
cowardly.
coward. So,
It's
but it's cool. It's cool. No big deal. You're a coward. It's okay.
bring it on, bitch. That's what I
Cowards
say.
survive.
Great
he's
movie
not a
about a
coward.
coward. I like.
But
What's a great
Yeah.
coward movie?
I thought of a really good one.
Oh boy. Oh, here we go.
About a guy and he's
Here it
dating two
comes.
women. You can't decide which one to go out with. One's a little crazy. The lead guy is a real douche.
oh, I see what you're saying. Sorry, I was dealing with I was texting my wife about something. My kid is like having some sleep regression things happening.
I don't
right now.
follow what movie you're talking about. I'm
He's
sure it'll be
talking about a
very
movie
funny
I
when you tell
made.
me. Oh, okay.
But look,
I need to watch that.
Princess
Yeah, I'll
Bride
send
is
you- I'll
fine.
send you a link.
Okay, it's fine. It's cool.
No,
Christopher
you don't have
Guest
to
is in
watch
it.
it, Mike. It's fine. Thanks though.
I need
Christopher
to watch
Guest has
that.
6
Listen to
fingers.
Ryan's album. I want to do that.
Oh yeah, Ryan's album's great.
Adam, can we put your movie on the Twitter account?
Sure.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Just fucking release it, rock and roll style.
Yeah.
You're not gonna flag me like some people out there. I know who you are. Producer of Gummo, Mr. Kerry Woods. This dude follows me and then immediately flags my tweet.
What a dick.
Which one? Action Jackson?
No, Gummo. The producer of Gummo followed me after I posted it, and then he did not like it. He did not retweet it. And then mysteriously, I am shut down by the fucking Twitter police.
Well,
Thought you were
maybe he
about to say
just
the
followed
deep
you to
state.
rat you out to the Twitter police.
Could be also the deep state.
There's a lot of problems out there right now with the fucking Joe Biden psyop team.
Dude.
My precious 49ers have just lost the Super Bowl.
Oh my god,
Oh,
that was
yeah.
crushing. That was heavy.
Sorry,
I mean,
fellas.
this is a fucking bullshit.
It's all right. I'm actually a Raider fan, but I also like other Bay Area teams to do well.
They're technically,
Dude, are you
both-
are you just trying to make it so you're a guy that goes to jail, Mike? You're trying.
What?
It's like
What?
I'm gonna be a Raiders fan too.
I've been a Raiders fan for a long time, almost 20 years.
Okay.
And yes, I used to
Dude,
go to
you're
the
just
games
like-
extremely fucked up on drugs all the time, extremely dangerous. Get in fights or get around. Just yes, it was a very it
Yeah, you're a
Rough
Raiders
time.
fan.
was a great
One of the
time.
Who else
best-
is a Raiders fan?
Who?
Donkey Lips from Salute Your Show.
the
Friend of the show.
Raiders are a great team. Now, I remember we watched the Super Bowl with the Raiders about 20 years ago.
The
And
Pirate Bowl. That's when I became a fan. Was at that game.
that was one of the biggest blowouts in Super Bowl history. The Raiders got utterly destroyed. It was so depressing to be at that party. And it was like a crazy score.
Well, the coach of the Buccaneers the year before was the coach of the Raiders, so he knew all the plays and everything. So he got. I don't know if you knew that John Gruden was the previous coach.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Bucks became the Raiders after John Gruden. They became the new Raiders.
God, that was heartbreaking.
That was
I
awesome.
remember we watched it on that big projection screen thing in Santa Cruz, and
Dude, I'm
that
a
was
Bucks
rough.
boy. I'm from Tampa Bay, boy.
Oh,
Boy.
God.
nice.
No.
You like the
no.
Lightning too?
Yeah, man.
Nice,
Of course.
Nice. Terrible team. Terrible.
My brother has been like a lifelong Bucks fan, since we were little kids, like in the 80s with like Vinny Testaverde when they were a laughing stock before John Gruden came and everything, and with Warren Sapp and all that. But so he would constantly get made fun of by people in our town. Like nobody liked them even.
Because everybody's a transplant, right?
No, I think it was just they
It
were
has
so
their own-
bad back then that it was like they were really, really bad. And they've been okay since then. But
Like the Raiders.
Bucks. Also that's cool. The stadium's cool. They have a pirate ship in the stadium. Like, come on.
That's pretty cool.
That sounds fun. Like, who doesn't want to sit on a pirate ship drinking while they're
Don't
watching
you
football?
prefer the Raider Nation? Just a
Black
sea
hole.
of-
I used to sit in the black hole too.
Yeah, I don't want to. It doesn't sound like a place I want to be.
The
You haven't
seats are
lived
bad
until you got-
seats. They're terrible seats. I don't know why
You
they
haven't
wanna sit there.
lived. You haven't
What
lived
is
until you
wrong
got
with
on
Raiders fans?
a BART train
Oh.
at 7:30 in East Oakland and just
Oh,
the
What is wrong
outpouring
with Raiders fans?
they
Oakland
love.
is just
I
a
love
mess,
the Raiders.
you know?
I love the
Yeah.
Raiders.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, it's the LA Raiders now, isn't it?
no, it's
No,
Las Vegas. It was
Las
LA
Vegas,
Raiders
sorry.
for a while.
I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on, bros.
That's fine. It's fine. You're fine.
I pretend.
You don't gotta know about.
I can't
Where
believe
the
they don't
Raiders
win
play.
with such a cool owner. I would have loved to see a remake of Top Secret with Mark Davis on the lead role.
He'd be perfect for that. He also looks like the guy from Tim and Eric. Awesome show. Great job.
He could
with
play a
with the blonde
Nazi.
hair. He'd be great.
He looks like he should be one of the retarded like torture guys in the prison.
Klaus.
Have you seen what Mark Davis looks like, Adam?
Oh, that's a funny part of the show.
Do you know what Mark
No.
Davis looks like? Google Mark Davis. I think you'll get a kick out of this man's look.
I love a good look.
This guy.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
he's definitely got a distinct look.
he's been committed to this look for a long time.
it's something also too about he wants to save money on haircuts
Oh yeah,
or something.
yeah. This guy's awesome. I've seen this guy.
That's Al Davis's son. That's the
I love
previous
that
owner
this
of
is
the
the
Raiders.
owner
son.
of the Raiders. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
This
why
guy's
you
not
guys are
running a
fucked
tight
up.
ship, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Something
of
tells
course,
me-
this is why they
something about
suck.
this guy.
Obviously, it's the owner. It's the owner for all these teams.
The haircut does not inspire confidence in an organization. I will
God.
say.
What a beautiful
Because the
man.
owner never changes.
This is insane. Why does he have this haircut?
After
This is like-
decades of like
I don't know why.
of
he's
like
$2
never
million
being good.
worth. This is an insane haircut. What's he doing? Is he trying to
because
be
in
like,
this-
fuck you? I can
think-
look like this.
I know this isn't how it worked, but it's like in the 60s and the 70s, you could be like the dad in Dirty Work and own a football team. You know, you could be Jack Ward, like you just like, I bought a football team. I don't fucking know. And there were just these weird guys. And then he hands it to his dumbass kid, and his kid is just a freak.
Is
It's
he
like
like autistic or something? Why does he have this haircut? I don't understand.
He's that, and the funny thing is that haircut is cool now. I saw kids at the mall today with that haircut, like a like
Like
a
Cholo kids.
like crazy bowl cut.
That's cool. You know,
It's-
Gen Z's out of control, man.
They're online, and so they're seeing things out of context. They're like the hypercube. They can go in any direction. They're the elevator in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. They can go
Dude.
sideways, diagonal. They're getting references from all over.
This is an insane man. This is an insane looking person.
It's a bowl cut that's not even like a straight bowl. It's just a weird.
I
it's
just
like
read
if-
some article about why his haircut's that way. No answers.
Yeah, like, wait,
I mean, has he ever put some? He has hair.
how could
he's
what
not even
answer could there
bald.
possibly be?
Is it a wig?
He's cheap? No, he says he forces his barber to do it. He wants it to look that way.
The barber's like, please don't do this.
Yeah, like this looks bad. Of course. It's
Wait.
like, no.
It has
my
to be a
hair. It says-
rug.
I see
has-
No
I see a headline that
way!
says Raiders owner Mark Davis drives a minivan and travels 400 miles for a haircut.
If I'm not mistaken, it's because he's frugal. He doesn't spend a lot of money on stuff. That's why
That's
he
how
drives.
that's how he got rich.
Yeah. Well, no, he got rich because his dad was rich. But yes, I got you.
Yeah, well, but maybe that, but
He's
half
keeping
that,
the money
half-
going. He's keeping the
being
money going
frugal.
by driving the van.
He drives 400 miles to get
That's a lot of
that haircut?
gas. That's 2 tanks of gas easily.
Yeah, that doesn't make
This
any
guy's
sense.
awesome.
Yeah, he is.
I'm
Cool,
a
though.
Raiders fan now.
The Raiders have a sick logo. I don't understand this aesthetic
It
contrast.
should just be instead of the crossbone or like the Jolly Roger-y looking thing. It should be this guy's haircut on that thing
This guy on the
on the
little
Raiders
pirate
thing,
guy. Yeah, the little
Yeah, yeah.
patch guy. I don't know what his name
He
is.
looks
I
like
should know.
you melted someone in Nevada acid, then put a toupee on their head.
I don't.
I
Think
see
I don't
something.
think it's a toupee. I really don't. I think.
But
that's
it's like
his hair.
It looks like he has glass eyes.
Yeah.
This is
He's
I
overweight.
see an article that might shine some light. I gotta blow my nose.
it's
Hold on.
kind of Trump like. It's very it's like he looks like he could be related to him. This is
It's
like
fair.
it's like his even more tasteless, tacky cousin. You know, it's like that it's that Scotch Irish
Okay.
bullshit.
Okay. Okay. Davis shared the technique he uses to get his hair in shape during an HBO segment. I just blow dry it and it ends up like this. I don't really have to comb it, Davis said. It's not my barber's fault with the hair. I force her to do it. You were right. Mikey forces her.
That's
This is
because
awesome.
I just read that New York Post article, bro. It's the first one that came up. Yes, I read that one too.
Okay, yeah, yep.
Oh
It's a
my
good one.
god!
It's a good one.
Google his wife.
Yeah.
Want to see what? Google his wife.
I can't wait.
I
I can't
am.
wait to do this. I can't wait to Google his wife. Oh my God.
See,
Now I'm
of
pissed.
course.
Actually, this is kind of inspirational.
You're gonna make fun of his haircut, and then bam, he's got a dime piece.
Who knows how to dress and has grooming, has hygiene, can groom and do
This is
everything.
disgusting, honestly. Seeing them side by side is really gross.
This is power. This is like the world's worst porno you've ever seen. This like makes
This poor
Yeah,
woman
she's
has
fine.
to
It's
has
like
to make sweet love to this guy's haircut.
It looks like he made like an AI image of a girl and posted it with himself.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's a relationship goal. I feel like it's just it looks like you're just with an AI woman.
Woman.
that is the
Women's-
goal.
Women's don't love that.
In the future, we're all gonna have our Apple Vision Pros, our friggin', cyber chicks, cyber girlfriends.
Dude. But imagine if you were like reverse Googling this when you were like, you knew who this lady was, and you're like, oh, who's she married to? Wow, she's beautiful. Who's she married to? You're like, what the?
That's so funny.
Anyway, so Top Secret is pretty funny.
I'm glad we went on such a far tangent about the Raiders. It makes me happy.
Let's do ratings because I know Adam. I want to hear Adam's rating because it sounds like he's none too plussed.
I'm
Some
not. I'm
people-
plus. Well, yeah, it's the thing. It's like I don't,
Too many
I-
jokes.
dude. This movie has like 100 gags a minute, much like when I get head.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying,
Dynamite.
fellas?
Yes.
Yep.
We gotta
Oral
wash that thing
sex.
down there, bro.
Oral sex you're talking about.
Yeah, it's not from size or anything.
I
It's like
told you
from
I don't like how it
hygiene.
tastes. I told you I don't like how it tastes. I'm gagging.
I know, bro. It's part of my.
I
part of my
don't
thing.
like how it tastes.
But I like being able to say that it's gag.
This is Mark Davis
people
behavior.
Gag. So,
When people see me and
dude,
you together,
you're gonna see me
they
with this
think it's a-
haircut next time.
they think it's a Mark Davis situation.
No, dude, you're Mark Davis. I'm his beautiful wife.
It's like if
Um,
Dumb and Dumber had a happy ending. That's what Mark Davis and his wife looks
Yeah,
like.
yeah, totally. Yeah, that is the Dumb and Dumber haircut. But Top Secret. So I feel like because I really like the inventive jokes in it, and the amount of them.
Tic tac toe gunfight, hilarious.
Yeah, that's very funny. For what it is, I feel like I would maybe give it a 4. I didn't grow up with this movie. Never saw it. So it's not really my style, honestly, but I appreciate. Maybe not a 4, maybe a 3.5. But I don't care for making fun of East German women. Leave them
That's
alone.
a real thing. Do you know they
Leave
had
them
a
alone.
they had a didn't they have an actual man play on the East German like
I
don't
was
know
a
how they
shot,
would-
was
They were
a
already dealing with a divided.
was a shot
Germany.
putter? Like literally a man in a
There was
really?
some sort of
Oh.
controversy, but I
Oh.
don't know how they would have checked back then other than
That's a pretty good
was like
defense, honestly,
manually.
for that, making that joke.
yeah, there's a real East German shot putter.
Okay, never mind. That joke's right. But yeah, I don't know. It's like making I felt bad for the woman in this movie. She's funny in it, but then it's like they make her tits glow, and it's like these
She
old
had-
these like Rush
she has
Limbaugh
nice
type
breasts.
motherfuckers. Like I feel like these are Rush Limbaugh guys, so it makes me not really like those jokes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Are you
Those were the worst
This
jokes
is-
I feel like of the movie. The good jokes were silly, like inventive things, but like the ones where they're talking about like ladies sports and stuff like that, it's like shut the fuck up, you old fags. You know what I mean?
whoa.
You're like a
What's with that?
feminist.
I
or
mean,
something,
wait,
which is fine.
Okay,
But I just is this what I'm understanding?
yeah.
Wow.
No, I like calling the old Republican guys fags. Those are the
Yeah.
facts.
And we all
But-
hate Republicans. I get that.
So,
But we
like
also
the
all hate
cigar
women,
smoking
right?
and Rush Limbaugh. And that's why I'm very torn right now.
Please tell me you hate women.
Of course, no, I love women.
Oh my god.
I love them.
You got a libtard.
Can't live with
No,
them.
what do you
Can't kill
do?
them.
Hey, bro. Hey, you dude. You sound like you sound like a gay man right now. You say you hate women. You gotta say I love women. Say I love women's. Like Mike.
I
the
love
ladies' man.
women.
I don't think you watch a lot of like 60s movies. Women wore sweaters and then their breasts were like upright, like more pointy like that.
The triangular, the isosceles triangular breasts were big back
That's
then.
like an Elvis. They're making fun of Elvis movies, you know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but like just making her literal boobs like literally glow.
So what?
They don't. No, it's fine. It's also like a different time. It's no big
Do
deal.
you
I'm not
feel
trying to,
bad
like,
for? Do you feel
harp on
bad for
that.
the actress?
A little bit because I think she's good in the movie and stuff, but she has to do these things where she's like leaning over a guy, and the guy's like, "Whoa."
When
Mike's
you watch
running
Billy
his
Madison, when
hamsters.
you watch Billy Madison, are you crying? Just like, why is he treat his teacher like that?
Objectifying women is funny.
Yeah,
It is because I feel like I know who the guys are who make this movie, and they are like I feel like I'm like it's like Rush Limbaugh, you guys. So I don't want to I don't want to. It feels like
you don't like Rush Limbaugh?
ill-intentioned.
I don't like the conservatives either. So now I understand what you're saying.
You think he's
But
funny?
I think I could separate the art.
You
and
think the Rush
artist.
Limbaugh show is like one of the most
Yeah.
brilliantly written comedy shows of all time, and then it's like, hey, that's a little misogynist.
What are you
He's
saying?
not funny. I'm saying these guys are funny. It's a totally different vibe.
Yeah,
I don't think they
mean,
like
I don't
Rush
know.
Limbaugh. Rush Limbaugh's
I'm
an
just,
idiot.
dude. Hey, this is like the first time you've ever talked this long about my rating and my opinion of this movie. So it's fine. I don't give a fuck. 3.5.
My rating very easy. I would just give it a 3. I don't hate this movie. I don't like this movie so much. The jokes are silly and dumb, and I get them. I just didn't think they were that funny. But
Yeah, that's fair.
it's not a terrible movie or anything. It's cool. I like Val Kilmer, and yeah, I mean it's good. I give it a solid 3, right in the middle.
5 stars, baby. This movie is a classic.
Whoa!
I love this movie. I love the pigeon
What-
taking a dump. The little guys
You
crawling
think
down.
this is one of the greatest movies you've ever seen? I mean, 5 is a 10 basically, or 100.
You need to
know what I mean?
you need to be saying this with Mark Davis's haircut, William. That's
Yeah.
I give
My
Top
ratings
Secret
are not
5
the quality
stars.
of a movie. My ratings are the how much I recommend the movie. So 5 stars, it's like you have to see it. I think this is a funny movie. You know,
Is that how we're supposed to be doing our ratings? I didn't because no one
everyone
told
can
me
have
that.
their own rating.
Rating system. Okay.
Ryan and I don't even want to do the ratings, like just for the record. So
Well, why
making this
not? The ratings are. I mean,
because it
that
feels it's like embarrassed.
it's a good way to tie everything together at the end.
Sure, yeah,
Everyone-
I get it.
you
It's
know what I
fun
mean?
to hear, but
What rating do you give
like
Mark Davis? Mark Davis's haircut.
So,
5 stars, but
Yeah,
sticks.
there's
See,
no
that's
way
what
you
I'm
can
saying.
argue
That's
with
what I'm
that.
talking about. You're like, whoa.
Yeah.
I'm
You gotta
impressed.
see this
A,
thing.
a prop room. He looks down. There's mice on the street. I mean, these jokes.
I don't.
I
These are
love the
funny
map
jokes.
shot, the shot of the map,
They're just corny.
where they get out, which is not even like funny
Props.
really, but it's like inventive.
The
I'm talking about
Pac-Man thing you're talking about, where they go to
Cinema.
Pac-Man.
Props.
Yeah. This is cinematic though, and I like that. And also, again, like everything, the timing on everything is very good. So
They know how to do these
I don't
jokes.
argue with that. I mean, yeah, there's nothing
one of
wrong with
one of the
timing.
things I really liked a lot, and some of it is kind of Simpsons-y, honestly. So, but one of the things I liked a lot was the short old man sitting at the table when they're all talking in the restaurant.
You know, she
I
knows a
kind of
little
wish
Italian.
he didn't
This
talk.
is not Mel Torme.
Yeah. I kind of wish he didn't have it. I guess it's okay that he had like the little tag at the end, but just
What about
funny
the
to have like a guy
What about the?
doing
I
that.
was curious if you would like the Blue Lagoon parody because it's like you never saw that movie. That's
Never
like
saw that
one
movie.
very overt movie parody they do. They go on the island. She tells her backstory. Her and Nigel grew up on an island and they discovered each other's bodies. And there's that funny montage where there's like more and more body parts. And then but also before that, they have like a nice house and there's like a garage door opener.
Yeah. That was
It's
funny.
a lot. It's like each
Yeah.
shot just
Yeah,
has
it's
so
fun.
much shit in this movie, and
Yeah.
it should be horrible. I mean, the joke where Chocolate Moose punches that guy off the tower and he falls down, he shatters.
That's good stuff. It's cartoon stuff, but it's like, yeah, like it's fun to keep. It's
Their
if
shoes
it's always going to
flipping in the
surprise you, it's
air.
better than most movies.
Their shoes are just slapping and they just are flying when they're walking down the hallway. There's jokes like that I think
got me
about
laughing.
still.
It's silly. It's silly. I don't get it. I
You're
mean, I
not
get
But how
the
silly?
joke.
But here's the
I'm
question:
not
How
silly.
silly?
I got,
How silly can you get?
How silly
think-
can a Raiders fan? How silly
You
do
get-
Raiders fans get?
you can get much sillier than that, I think.
Raiders
I mean,
fans are like gambling addicts, and you just see them crying all the time. They're like broken.
being a Raider
men.
fan it makes you understand what heartbreak means. It's just I understand what heartbreak means now, and just
There's
every
some
every
football
year
teams
going
that are
to those
like that.
preseason, yeah, and you're just like, oh, this
I
is the
cannot
best they
believe that.
looked.
I cannot believe that that's the haircut of the Raiders owner. It's so
The
amazing. How could you have
49ers.
pride in your team to be a Raiders fan? How could you be a Raiders fan?
God, that
Look,
guy's
we
awesome.
It's
got
the
a
most
new.
like shameful team to be a fan of in sports. It seems like now that I've
Well,
seen
yeah,
the
and then they
haircut, I'm
leave your
like,
city just
Yes,
over and over again.
That's
the
why
other thing.
I'm extremely pissed at them, and
They-
I don't say I'm a fan.
Mike was like
it's kind of like
devastated.
you're like a slam pig.
Yeah.
Raiders fans are slam pigs, and
Oh,
they're
yeah.
just
Sure.
like
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
it's like
100%,
over and
100%.
over. You're just like, okay, I'll take you back. It's fine.
Oakland
Whatever.
Raiders.
You could do whatever you want to be. You could spit in my
Swallow.
mouth
LA.
and stuff.
LA
And that's what-
Raiders. There are
That's
LA
what Al
Raiders
Davis
fans
would always
still.
say. He'd always say, "Stick with us. We're gonna win," and they just never won.
Back to Oakland. Now
Yeah.
it's just gone out of Oakland. Las Vegas.
Nothing
Took
there.
the money and ran. It's more money.
Oakland
New
lost
stadium.
3 sports teams. You know,
Vegas
they
is
failed.
a funny city for them to move to. Also,
Yeah.
I wonder what these guys think about the city of Oakland and how it's run. I would love to see a top secret in Oakland.
Yeah.
Good
Totally.
jokes. You know, like
dude.
City
But,
Oakland
hey-
City Council, just like where, we don't get nothing, and they're just like, haha, you lost 3 sports teams. Oh man, you want the best comedy right now? Greg Gutfeld, Matt Walsh. The conservative comedy right now is just killer. I mean, the left is no longer funny. I don't know what happened, but check out Adam
Yeah.
Carolla. There's a great bit. YouTube it. I talk about it all the time. Adam Carolla on coffee. This is just an improvised rant, and he
Sounds
says
funny.
it's crazy. Some of the coffee drinks at the coffee shops, like lattes and cappuccinos. It's like when he was growing up, there was just coffee.
I'm laughing. You already got me laughing.
Okay,
This-
go on. I'm listening.
I mean that's basically the bit, but it's just crazy for him to think of that off the top of his head.
Raiders fans there should be a thing that started where like a superstition thing where like if enough Raiders fans get that haircut, then they'll win.
Why?
That should be a thing.
Just have a stadium full of people with that hairdo.
Just need the Raiders fans to be
Would he? That
sink
sh-
even lower.
He should have been the bad guy in Fury Road, and those are the Raiders fans on the bottom of the
Oh
water.
yeah, those
They worship
those
him.
guys are definitely on the bottom of the water. I was going to say
They're like Raider
Doof-
Nation people.
the Doof Guitar
Those-
Warrior and stuff. Those are Raider Nation guys for sure.
The guys on the cars are the Raiders. Just
Oh, the
killing
team.
themselves.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah.
spraying the metal in their mouths, dying.
Going into battle.
Yeah, man.
That movie's
It's
awesome.
don't even
You
get
want
me
to play that
started.
clip? Play that clip, William.
The
What?
Adam Carolla rant.
Oh, I thought you were about to play it. I heard you.
I ain't playing clips.
I thought you. Somebody just played a clip.
I accidentally
Oh, Mike
started
Mike
it on
looked it
my
up. Mike's
iPad.
like, I gotta see this.
Yeah, I do. I want to hear. That sounds funny.
Um,
I thought
Hey,
he
I
was gonna
have
be
an
all
idea.
juiced up on coffee and like rant about something.
No.
Something else. I don't. You know, why couldn't that be?
why couldn't that be?
Yeah.
Why?
yeah.
Have you heard of a macchiato? I mean, these coffee drinks are crazy.
Yeah.
I once went into a coffee shop in Oakland to and I was with my lady and I tried to get a caramel something. I was like, "Yeah, can I get a macchiato and a mocha?" They were like, "We don't do syrups." Like, "Oh, okay, shit." I mean, I didn't know. Just let me have
Adam
the
Carolla's
sweetest
behind the
coffee you
counter.
have. We don't do syrups. Like,
You've got
okay,
reverse Adam
okay.
Carolla in just
The
in the coffee shop. They've got you.
when I lived in Oakland, I lived 2 blocks away from the Black Muslim Bakery, and it was this place where it was like a bakery, and then out front was a Nation of Islam guy standing every
Hot
day.
fish sandwiches.
Yeah, wearing like a suit. And I was just like, I don't know what it is, but the vibe of that place is telling me like, don't go in there. Like
They got fucked over. They got in trouble for hella shit. It's not there anymore. The dudes all got busted for some illegal. Like
you know
can't
what they
remember.
did?
Oh, you know. Okay, was that the one? Did they kill Chauncey Bailey? Is that
They
the one?
kidnapped a journalist and murdered
yeah.
him.
Chauncey Bailey. Yeah, that's the guy.
They did-
Yusef Bey or something.
yeah, like
You could always tell there was something wrong with that place. I get what you're saying though. Like I never went in there.
it was like
Yeah.
so bad when it finally like dropped. It was like,
Yeah.
what? They kid
Why did they kidnap a journalist?
because he was writing an article on them.
Yeah, saying
About how weird the bakery was? I don't know.
No, because they were
people
into
didn't wanna
like
go
corruption and stuff.
No, they
and
were doing
that-
something.
Oh,
Yeah, they were doing
okay.
something illegal. I can't remember what it was.
kid-
in. Damn,
It's like
almost got
this
away
is-
with it.
My roommate loved that place, so he said it was good.
Yeah, I remember him saying that. But the pathological liar guy.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a bummer for him.
Yeah.
He was probably sad when they murdered the guys in it close.
It was it's crazy, man. Oakland's a crazy place.
Yeah, it really is.
That was also back when they had the woo woo. They would do the whistles and the mufflers.
They would weld a piece of metal into their muffler so it would make this like skirting sound. It was
High pitch
ridiculous.
That sounds-
screeching noise. And then there was
Yeah,
a
sounds
commercial.
fun.
Then there was a commercial that went viral where people like white people were complaining about the noise, and then a black dude who like installed it was like, "No, man, it's cool." It goes woo woo.
The whistles
People-
go woo. It's that woo woo. Yes, that shit was hilarious.
Mm.
Oh man. Bub Hub and Little Sis.
It'll come back. It just needs a
Bug rub.
little tender love and care. Oakland is a special place,
Jesus
and it's. I can't believe they don't have a football team.
They
fucked
lost
up.
it twice. They lost it once to LA and now to
And it's because it was in the stadium was so old school.
Yusef Bey rape trial, the owner of your Black Muslim Bakery. Bay's detractors,
no.
notably the East Bay Express, accused him of cultism, corruption, anti-Semitism, physical and sexual abuse, rape, and incest.
Like R. Kelly.
All of which were sustained by DNA evidence. Yeah, that's probably what he didn't want them reporting.
So he did kill a journalist, right?
Oh, that was Chauncey Bailey. Yeah, that was yes, that is widely. That is, I don't know where it is in here, but yeah, murder of Chauncey Bailey. Yes. Before his shooting death, editor Chauncey Bailey of the Oakland Post was working on a story about the finances of Your Muslim Bakery, involving its pending bankruptcy. Alim Salim Bey was Bailey's source for the story, which the Post withheld on the belief that it was not yet ready for publication. Yes, they killed him.
I'm so annoyed. I should have been in there once, just once, but it was so intimidating. It was literally like Damian Wayne's in his
It was
Nation of Islam character. It was so
it was
crazy.
just painted red and black, totally plain building with the sign that said hot fish sandwiches, which was like two fish, like black picture of a fish.
That
And
sounds good.
on a corner, and it just seemed intimidating or something. I don't.
for white people like us who weren't from
Yeah,
Oakland.
yeah. Black Muslims are not known for liking white people either. I mean, I'm sure we could have been in there and have been fine, but why risk it?
I'd
Hey
be
man,
like,
you're not
"Why-
white. You're Japanese.
That's true. I mean, I would
I'm
have
sorry.
been fine. I would have got a pass.
I couldn't
Come on,
overhear
man.
you're filing for bankruptcy. I would love to just ask a few questions about that.
Yeah.
As I eat my hot fish sandwich. Well,
Just kidding,
Don't-
man. You can be white if you want to.
don't kill a journalist. Get a cool haircut. Don't go to East Germany.
And dude, you can't go anymore.
Doesn't exist.
You can't go to East Germany. It's kind of sad. You tore
Well,
down
when
that
Trump
wall.
wins,
You're like,
Putin's
"Fuck,
going
I
to
guess it's
invade
never gonna be a-"
Germany. Putin's going to invade Germany after Trump wins, and he's going to take it back.
No, then I'll visit.
That'll be tight.
He's gonna resurrect the wall.
Ooh, I'd love that. That wall was just in Berlin.
Yeah,
Dude.
just the city of Berlin was separated by not all of Germany, but just that one city was separated in half.
And
Just
they
like
tra-
the country was separated in half, and then that city was separated in half.
You
Both.
know
So
what that you know what that wall reminds me of? Mark Davis's haircut.
straight
If people
across.
of Oakland can
just a straight
give him a
across.
haircut.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
funny.
hey, have you ever seen a Jerry Lewis movie, William?
Oh, oh yes.
King of comedy.
Well,
Besides
not
Nutty
the
Professor
not the king of
or the
comedy.
King of Comedy,
No,
like
I know
a
you're thinking
directed
like
movie,
where he's younger. or something.
Smorgasbord.
like The Bell Boy or whatever. Because I want to
Yes.
watch those movies, and I was thinking if we should do a comedy or whatever, because it's supposed to be very inventive too, right?
Yeah, I mean they're horrible though. That's the one problem.
Oh, really?
It's like
What about we should do the day the clown cried when that comes out? They're coming out soon.
I heard it's not even finished editing. It's just like clips.
Oh, that sucks.
They just weren't even like it's not like it doesn't have a nice sound mix. Like maybe you can watch like a reel or two or something, but I heard it's not even finished.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I mean his movies are
tired.
crazy. There's so many there's like big sets. There's that one like is it a dollhouse? It's like a 3-story building. It's a set and there's like people on different floors and different bedrooms, like girls.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
there's like all this crazy shit.
That probably would
He
be
worked
fun.
with like a guy who was a Looney Tunes animator, but the movies are the guy has such a humongous ego. He just no one can control his performance. And that's the thing. It's like that's why King of Comedy's good. But once he got off with Dean Martin, he just was like, I'm the funniest guy. Every scene's about me. No one else is funny. And then you're just like watching really dated humor. And you want to talk about like shitting on women. I mean, just the whole thing is like,
It kind of makes me pissed at those kids with Bell's palsy or whatever.
the
Makes me
telethon.
feel like they're pieces of shit too. Yeah, they're like sexist little pieces of shit. And Jerry Lewis's buddies, the telethon kids,
The
are we
telethon
laughing
thing
it
is
up, talking
bizarre.
about ladies' breasts.
Did you ever watch the telethon?
Yeah, he like would sing to them and stuff.
It was so bizarre. It was such an old throwback to a thing that just seemed like it should not be, it should not have existed in the 90s. I couldn't believe it was still going. He would have his telethon on like not PBS, maybe PBS or
I
like
think it
some
was
of these
PBS. Yeah.
horrible,
Oh God, I'm
these horrible
tired.
channels. And you would just see this bizarre show of him like singing. We don't have that today. In the 90s, we had a beautiful thing called TV remotes, and you'd flip through the channels looking for things to watch, and there would be nothing on. And sometimes you would run onto the Jerry Lewis telethon, or sometimes you'd see a little movie like Top Secret, and then that's when you knew you were gonna have a good afternoon.
Yeah, I do miss like this does seem and this does seem like a movie where that you like for me that movie would be like Dumb and Dumber or whatever on TBS, where I saw it like 50 times probably, but just like after it was like 20 minutes in, and I would watch the rest of the movie maybe kind of thing. That's the best.
One
Best way
cool
to
thing
watch
about Top
these.
Secret is that it's PG rated. Came out a week after Gremlins, so it has that joke like the anal intruder in a PG movie. So like sometimes in school we would like
Awesome.
rent this movie, and then you would see that joke, and we're all like, ha 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 ha. Although to be to be
Parental
honest,
guidance.
as a child, I didn't really understand that or the cow humping him in the ass.
What about the baby cow sucking his dick?
I understood that. Mike, you're muted. I can't hear what you're saying. But I never knew what a big giant erect dick was when I saw this movie when I was like 4 or 5. Like I remember being very young. Like I didn't know.
Yeah.
It's like a
Okay.
cow just banged him raw, just hard.
Why was that cow wearing boots? I don't understand.
Oh, that's so funny. It's just so funny to see the cow in
they
the
wear
boots.
boots, so they
No,
wear
because that
boots.
joke, I'm glad you brought that up. That joke
I
is
don't
like,
get
there's a
it.
scene in these movies where it happens in all these Sherman movies. You have to dress up like the German, and then you have to go into the military base, and you have to pretend to be the Nazi. But in this version, they do it with, and they're like, they always get a detail wrong. In this one, it's a cow with like painted on spots and like boots. It just it's just to make it really obvious that that's the cow.
That is not funny.
Oh my god, it's so funny.
I guess I don't
And it
get
smokes
it. I don't know.
smokes a cigarette
Yeah.
and it
Guys,
checks
art
its
is
watch
art is subjective. Okay,
and it puts
so-
its stethoscope on and does the safe. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just the cow scene is one of my favorites.
It's over the top. It's over the top. It's too much.
I like the
I-
dance. I like the dance scene too, where they're having the conversation. Sorry, go ahead. Or if you're
They
still
cut a
talking about
rug.
it.
Or no, though. Oh, when
Oh
he's
no, no,
dancing
no.
with the
The one where
Hillary.
they're doing this progressively stupider dance. Yeah, it's funny.
The
was
waltz.
It
funny.
is stupid. I like stupid stuff. So
It's corny. It's just corny humor, which can be funny. I get why that would be funny.
Imagine if you pulled on your pants and you had a talking penis, but the penis was Mark Davis's face with that little haircut.
Okay. Yes.
And he gave
I'm
you
listening.
he gave you football betting tips.
Go on.
That'd be awesome.
That
that
would be
cool.
awesome.
That's just a fun idea.
Compared to what my penis does now, I mean, I would definitely prefer a talking Mark Davis head.
Yeah.
Almost like a
What does your
paintbrush.
penis do now?
Not much,
So
man.
compared to what my penis does now. Oh, I hear you. Yeah,
Not-
you're just like
I'm just
searching for
playing.
anything.
No. I have sex
cool.
all the time. I'm very cool. I'm very cool.
That's awesome, dude.
Yes.
That's
Thank
the
you.
coolest
Thank
thing
you.
I've heard
Thank
all
you.
day, dude.
Yes. Thank you. I totally mean it too.
And I really wish you gotta every Raiders fan needs this haircut. It's time for you guys to become your fully
should do that.
realized
Just get it
selves.
cut here, down, and straight across. I should do that. I need a new look.
Yeah, dude. It'll turn things around for you for sure.
Instead of getting like a jersey or like a team thing, I'm gonna get the haircut of the owner. That would be show my loyalty that way.
Yeah.
I like the
Oh,
brains
man.
behind the team. Not. I'm not a
Mm.
field level guy. I'm a management type guy.
Dude, it might be worth trying to do, like, to make a big change in your life. Like, it'd be like fucking your life up so bad that you would be like, opportunities start coming. Like, things change. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you lose friends with this haircut.
The strength to
Just-
overcome that haircut would just make you like tougher. You'd come out the other side callous
Yeah.
and beaten but stronger too.
Yeah, you join a church or something after that.
Yeah.
Because you're hitting rock bottom basically. So, yeah, so something to think about. You feel like
Am I that
joining
close
the
to rock
church.
bottom? I mean, I don't
Oh,
feel
sorry.
that close to rock bottom. No, I know.
Yeah.
My daughter tells me I should go
Oh,
to
I just mean
church all
last
the
time
time.
we-
I don't know.
Your daughter tells you to go to church all the time?
Yeah, when we're driving in the car, she points to the church. You need to go there. Like when she sees a cross or a crucifix, she says, "You need to go there." I'm like, Olivia,
Does
you
she
know,
go? Does she go to church?
I think she goes with her mom. Yes, I think. Yeah,
Oh, I see, I see.
they're like Russian Orthodox or something, some weird Orthodox religion. And,
Dude, you
yeah,
gotta
I
get
don't-
this haircut. You
I
need
should. I
go
should
to
do that.
church with this haircut because they're in church. People have to be nice to you. So
You think that's where he met his lady?
Jesus is the only kind of motherfucker who can bring people together when you got a haircut like that.
That's true.
You need Jesus or
I
$2
feel
billion
that.
too. That helps.
Yeah, I wonder if how much is this dude worth?
He's
I mean,
like $2.3 billion.
The merch for
You
the
saw?
Raiders is
That sounds
one
about
of the,
right.
it's one of the best selling merch.
Yeah, I think it's the number one. It's the because that's really what you're selling
Bill?
with the Raiders is the image. They call it the Raider image. You know, that's really what you're talking about. Well, these low down slam pigs. They take pride in being that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I like that the team hurts me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain
I
it.
get it.
Yeah.
It's a fucked up relationship.
Yes, it is.
But
It is.
I understand. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like an awful girlfriend that you just. Ugh.
Yeah, I get it. It's why girls date the bad boys and stuff like that who break their hearts and all that.
Yes, the Raiders are the ultimate bad boys. Oh,
Well, anything else we've got? I need to go.
yeah, it's
No.
getting It's getting
it.
late for Adam. I get that. What happened to
So
Ryan today?
tired.
He's at a Super Bowl party at his bar.
He's working.
Yeah, he'll make money. He'll make money for that. That's good.
Dude, my kid has been the past four nights, it's probably gonna happen tonight again. He's been like having like a weird nightmare sleep regression thing where he takes a long time to go down. He'll be like, when we're leaving, just to be like, okay, good night, we love you. He'll be like, no, stay with me, stay with me. He's like scared to be alone in his room. And then he like will wake up multiple times a night, be like, Dad. And I have to like run down. And he's like, stay. I've slept in his bed a couple times.
How old is
And,
this
like,
child?
3.
So just let him come sleep in your bed.
Well, yeah, I know, but that's like a slippery slope. We're trying really hard to not like.
3's not too young for that. You could sleep with your. I mean, I don't mean to sound weird or something, but you can sleep to your kid till however late you want, man.
No,
I mean,
no, I just mean we don't want that to happen every night. We want him to be able to.
oh
sleep
yeah,
in his
yeah,
own
yeah.
bed.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I got you.
But I actually enjoy, I enjoyed like being able to cuddle him at night and stuff like that. But like, my sleep has been like complete shit the past 4 nights. And it's like the first night, it's totally cool. So every now and then as a parent, you get like a really shitty night's sleep, but you're fine pretty much the next day. But when you do it 4 nights in a row, I'm starting to like, I've had like a headache all day. Yeah, I'm like tomorrow, if this happens again, I'll start kind of being like, what? To like nothing. You know what I mean? So it's kind of crazy.
So go to bed, man. Jesus.
Yeah, I gotta go to bed. Life is fun. It's no big deal to have 2 kids.
Imagine.
You were like,
3-year-old
it's
and a
like,
newborn.
Look at this guy. He's falling
Dude.
asleep on the air.
Who? Adam?
I wish if I didn't have kids, I'd be going to Hot Topic. Fucking
Super Bowl parties.
no parties, but I'm be going to Hot Topic a lot. That's
All right.
I feel like there's not a lot of overlap with going to Hot Topic and Super
Who the
Bowl
fuck
parties.
goes to
There's not-
brick and
there's not a
mortar
Venn diagram
stores?
that-
That's insane to me. Like you went to a mall or some shit. Who the fuck goes to a fucking mall?
The goths are like Luddites at this point.
I mean, I do occasionally, but I mean, I just.
We also went to a CD store.
They're just bumming around, having like a day date. It's cute. It's
Yeah.
like a goth,
I
little
get it.
goth
I get it.
couple, like having like a day date.
There's nothing gayer than hanging out with your girlfriend.
I know, totally. They go to like the beach and they're wearing all like pants and shoes.
Oh my
at the
god,
beach.
dude. Black.
It's cold. It's like 40
Umbrella
degrees.
for the sun.
Sure,
What do you
bro.
do? Dip your toes in the water?
Yeah. Yes.
Let
They
the sun
jump
bronze
in.
my
The whole
skin.
bottle. The whole body.
Bronze your
It's like
skin. Become really tan and see if Callow still wants to date you.
I can't get tan.
You burn.
Damn.
I'm like Mark Davis. I can't get tan.
I really want. I think we need to all get this haircut.
You could use like a fake tan, like a bronzer, like you were saying. Maybe like a spray on. Just a couple shades darker. Full body spray.
I think the haircut is brilliant because it distracts from his hideous face.
Well, he's a billionaire.
I mean, imagine him with a good haircut. He would be horrifically ugly.
Oh yeah, like gorgeous hair.
You'd be like, oh, this guy's just ugly.
You're like you're looking at him and you're starting at
'Cause
the
the
top of
haircut
his
is so
head, and you're like,
bad, you're
wow,
like,
this guy's gonna be so handsome. And then
Well, no,
you
you're
go
like, this
further down,
guy-
you're like, what the fuck?
This is the worst haircut I've ever seen. And you don't
It
think
makes
about
him
how-
look more handsome. It makes him look handsome by comparison. I understand. It's kind of a good strategy. Yeah.
If you scroll down on the images, it shows that he shaved his head. No, it's totally cut it all off.
His pubes look like that too.
I'm sure.
His pubes have the straight line bangs. He has like bangs on his pubes.
And he forces his barber to do that one too.
Yeah.
Nice.
When you're a billionaire, you get your pubes cut. All right.
Any
I
way
gotta
you
go.
want.
Yeah.
Good night, sir.
I went to Paris in France. I found a little romance. She was walking down the boulevard. I know I should have been good. I never thought that I would be double crossing, baby, cross my heart. But a little rocking I would. You double crossing, baby. Cross my